Okay, we are back. For me, it's communication the most important. And when you listen and when you communicate with me, this is a way how we study English. Okay. So for me, it doesn't matter what I teach you in grade 6, except it is English. So on English communication, we can only study when we teach something that interests you. The same as Poto came today, where come the first human from? Sure, I can answer lazy. I can give you a lazy answer and say, okay, the first human evolution. There is no first human. We come from the monkey to the ape, from the ape to we came up over evolution to the human being. I can give you the lazy answer. But I think giving a lazy answer is not the right way. So I give you the more complex answer. So you have the way to believe. Number 1, evolution. Number 2, Sumerian. So you have 2 ways you can not believe, but you can think of. Because when I show you Sumerian, I study about the Sumerian for 10 years now. For 10 years, I study for myself about Sumerian, about the Sumerian history, about the tablets. And my conclusion is different to the conclusion from many teachers about evolution. Okay? Because there's too much evidence what we cannot overlook, we cannot ignore, we cannot go there and say, okay, forget that stuff that is 6,000 years ago, it's not important. But if it is true what happened 6,000 years ago, not 6,000 years ago, I am sorry. 6,000 years ago were the Sumerian, but they write down a history of 200,000 years. So if it's true what the Sumerians say, that goes back 200,000 years. And the history of the Anunnaki goes back 400,000 years. Then if I ignore that and say, okay, I ignore that, but if this is true about the Sumerian writing, then change everything. What does it change? Okay, let's see. Third, let me ask a question.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask a question. You are a smart boy. You have fantasy. If you not have fantasy, you not play Minecraft as example. Okay. We take 2 different facts. We take fact number 1, evolution. We come from the monkey to the ape to the human being over evolution. Fact number 1. So nothing changed because this is what we get taught from small on. So evolution number 2, we came out from a laboratory. So what would this change? You know what is the meaning for laboratory?
Yeah.
You've been made. We've been made.
Who made us?
Okay, when you go as example from the Sumerian write 6,000 years ago, they write about DNA. DNA, okay. When we go on the Google and we ask, okay, when was the DNA? When was the DNA discovered? So now you see here discovered DNA in 1950. So since 1950, we know there is a DNA. In the late 1860 was the first one what came about identify for there is something like a DNA, but the DNA itself was discovered in 1950. So how Sumerian 6,000 years ago know about the DNA? There's about the first question. So, and they say the Anunnaki made the first human being, and the first human, okay, first human, okay, I write it wrong, must be. So we have there the first human are made by the Anunnaki. So this is what the Sumerians say. They say the Anunnaki experiment that time because they need slaves. Who know about the meaning about slave?
Yes.
You know what is a slave, huh?
Yes.
Who is that? Okay. So the Anunnaki came to Earth because they needed gold. They needed gold to fix the atmosphere. This is the writing, not what I tell you, this is the writing from the Sumerian. They came to Earth 400,000 years ago. So they've been mining gold on Earth and took slaves with them. But it came to a war. They tell the war in the heaven. The war in the heaven, you have in the Hindu religion, Christian religion, Islam religion, in all religion, you talk about this war in the heaven. So you have the gods and the angels. So we have there the war, what they speak about in the writing from the Sumerian. So they lost all slaves. So the Anunnaki, 400,000 years, 400,000, 300,000, 200,000 years, they lost all slaves because of a war. So they don't know the slaves are gone. They flee, they went to another place, or the Anunnaki killed all the slaves. So now the Anunnaki were there and they had no slaves, they had no workers. So they created, so the Sumerians say in the book, they created first human being. The first human being were called Adam. Who is that? So the first human being is called Adam. Adam was not a man, was not a woman. Adam was non-sexual, asexual. That means Adam cannot produce. This is also something we had in the Christian. So that produced only one type of human what cannot produce, reproduce. It means they cannot make babies. So this was in the first step about the human history in the Sumerian. So this the Sumerians say, we are part ape and part Anunnaki. So the Anunnaki, the gods of themselves, they say in the writing what they have 6,000 years ago, we are part of them and part an ape. Do you know what is an ape, right?
Yes.
I don't tell you what you have to believe, okay? I don't tell you what do you have to think. But I tell you about two different ways of story, and you for yourself can decide what story do you like to follow. Do you like to sit and ignore and say, okay, this never happened, I not like to know, this is stupid? Or you say, okay, I'm curious, I like to know more, I like to read about the Sumerian. So we have the apes, they were not smart enough. to help the Anunnaki for this what they like to do. And so they went on for made an hybrid between an ape and the Anunnaki, and these were the first human. What I think, my opinion is very difficult, because how old? Okay, wait. So we have here the first human being. The question, how old were the first human being? So the Homo sapien were about 2.8 million years ago. So that means they had apes about 2 million years ago. But the modern Homo sapien, here we have the first Homo sapien. Do you see the date? 300,000 years ago came the first Homo sapiens. So how I can tell this in the best way? Do you know how old is the jellyfish?
It's immortal.
No, I mean, since how long do we have jellyfish?
Don't know.
Jellyfish and starfish about 700 million years. It went on hundreds of million years till the first dinosaurs appeared. So the evolution need not 100,000 years, not 500,000 years. They need 100 of million years. So as example, the first mammals came about 400 million years ago. So the first mammal, what we have, rats, what we have, mouses, what we have, kangaroos, elephants. The first mammals came about 400 million years ago. So it needed hundreds of million years to we have animals today. So how it is possible in a few 100,000 years, our species, the people, became so quick and so modern and so evolved in a few thousand years. You understand what I mean? It not fit. So evolution over a giraffe went on over millions of years. But the evolution about the people, a short period. So this is questions what you can ask yourself to find an answer. Okay, theoretical. Make it theoretical. Poto. Both. I ask everybody. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody say yeah. Okay. I ask everybody one question. What would it change? What would be different if we not became from evolution, if we became out, if we would be partly alien? What would be change? What would change?
Our body.
Say again.
Body. He say body.
Say again.
Body.
Body. What is body?
Body.
The body. I don't know what is he talking. No, this is something what you can think for yourself. So for yourself, what would change if one story is not true and the other story is true? So what would change? This is the question, you know? So now you know the both ways, not know, but you have a touch of knowing what Poto say, where come the first human from? Can be number one, human evolution, or number two, the story of the Anunnaki. Okay. So we have there two different ways what you can believe in, but you have a way where you can find out of yourself, because you have also everything in Thai language, what you can read about it. Okay. So you have the human evolution, and the human evolution about the Anunnaki would say, as example, we have here a nice picture here. So changes the DNA from the apes to made human being out of it. So you cannot believe one side or the other side. You must make your own head about that and go the way what you feel interest for and what is logically for you. Okay. Photo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who is that? Is this photo art?
Yes, it's me.
Okay, how I know? Because you changed your name again. Okay, for everybody, I'm going to make a grammar friend test. Okay, so now my question for you is, make the test in grammar friend on the paper or to make it online. What do you like to do? Online, over Kahoot, or make the Kahoot? Okay.
Online. Yeah, online.
Online, okay. I will send you this week a link on Kahoot. So I will program the test into Kahoot. I make the test already with grade 5. They make already the test. So I send you a test about the first 3 chapters in Grammar Friend. So you can make the test there online, okay? Science, I am not going to test because science, many students not been online. So we have there not really the way. The only thing what I can make is the first 2 chapters the first chapter. This is the only thing what we can do, because if I go on electricity and ask you about electricity, I know you will fail, and I not like you fail. So science we leave away. Math, you anyway study with the Thai teachers. So we concentrate us here on English communication, listening and speaking, and the grammar friend. So I'm gonna test you this week. I will send you a test on Kahoot for grammar friend. Okay. So we make finish for today. I would like you start asking questions so you get answers, and we can talk about that, making rounds where we can talk about questions, same Poto asked before, where come the first human from? Okay, good. I wish you a good evening. Play game, meet your friends, talk with your friends. Okay. Oh, third.
Yes.
I saw the 2 music bots are offline, right? Music bot on Discord is offline, I saw. We just waited some more today. We have 3 music bots. 1 music bot is working. two music bots are offline. Maybe they're mind trends. If they're not online till tomorrow, I'm going to install more music bots. Okay, only for you now. For you share.
The rhythm is working.
Is it working now? What?
I don't see it.
No, what I saw today, but this I made this code off because I restart the system before I go online. I saw today two music box are offline, and one music box one music bot is working. This I saw today, lunch. So we wait till tomorrow. If
It's all working.
It's all working now. Okay, then they've been only offline. I just start now Discord, then they've been only offline today lunch. Let me see. I go onto the server. Yeah, okay. One is working and one is offline. The rhythm is offline still. The rhythm is offline, but Hydra and Tempo is working.
I think the rhythm is offline because no one uses it.
No. The offline, the Tempo maybe is offline because let me see. It's the game channel, music channel. No, the Tempo is offline because maybe they're mind trends, maybe they make something with the bot, you know. So this is the reason for it's offline. But yeah, I see you joined the music channel. So we have Tempo and we have Hydra. So both bots are working. We wait small till tomorrow. If the bot not comes online, I install one more. Then we have 4 bots. Okay, good. I wish you a good evening, everybody. I see you again tomorrow, grammar friend. Okay, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye. Okay, make it off.